Hello guys, and welcome back. I am the Radio Man. Thank you for tuning in. It has been a long time since I made a video, but I finally have some new content, and I finally repaired the zero key on the Olivetti Lettera 25. That zero key has been missing since before I started this channel, which was 1 year ago. 10 days ago. So happy birthday to the channel. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be replacing the ribbon, since my ribbon's a bit worn out, and I have this new one from Inkvo. So what we are going to want to do first is we want to press down the shift lock, caps lock, so you see that is locked down, and then we're going to press our two central keys, which is our G and our H. And what that does is it means that the carriage is lowered down by the shift lock, and this raises this up so it's easier to get it out. And so now I'm going to take the cover off, and so what I'm going to do, you can see, is I'm just going to pull out, on this particular typewriter, I'm just going to pull, let me get that out of the way, I'm going to pull off to the sides and up, and that just pops right off. All right. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take this little bolt off. We're just going to screw that lefty-loosey. Normally, I believe this would have two of these, but mine just didn't have that when I got it, so, you know, you live with it. So now we are going to take the ribbon, and we're going to take it out of there. So if we zoom in, you can see that there, you can see that there is these prongs that hold the ribbon in place. So I'm going to take the ribbon. Your hands are going to get inky doing this. In fact, here, I have a rag right here to wipe my hands off. So we're going to take the ribbon, and we're going to pull down and up, and that's out of there. So we zoom out again, and you can see we have this. So we are going to move this up here just so it's easier to see. This is a ribbon guide, and we can just lift that out, and we can lift that out from there, and we can take this spool of ribbon off. Let me just wind that up, set that down, and we're doing the same on the other side. So you can see I've also taken the ribbon out from those guides. I'm just going to take the spool off of there, and now the old spool is off. Okay, so now we are going to be putting our new spool on. So first we're going to open this packaging. Hold on, let me get some scissors. I'm just going to pull this out of there. We're going to be careful not to let it fall, so we don't want it to unwind. You can see we have our two sides. So what we're going to do, put that, let me zoom in. All right, so I'm going to take this, we're going to put this center hole around this spindle. Okay, so now the ribbon goes around that ribbon guide, and we are going to just set this down here, and we are going to put this through this ribbon guide, just like that. So you see it just sits in there. Let me wipe my fingers off. You can see, if we zoom in even more, you can see that the ribbon goes through these. So it goes in front of this and behind this. Yep. And so let's zoom out. We're going to do the same on the other side. So that's around there, through there, around there, la-dee-dee, on to there. Okay, so now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. So what we want to do is we're going to take our ribbon, and we want to put it over these prongs like so. Just going to pull it down, and then we're going to wrinkle it down like that so we can get it under these prongs. This part can be a little bit difficult, and your fingers are going to get very inky. So let's, all right. let's just, oh, hold on, folks. Come on. Yep, there we go. Now we're just gonna zoom back out, wipe my fingers off. I'm just gonna roll this tight, like so. Let's put that down. And we're gonna put this nut back on right here. Put that on. Oops, sorry. Righty tighty. Oh. Oh dear. Oh my, hold on. Hold on, folks. Alright, folks, I think I fixed our problem. So, what was happening is, so for this to work, this little bolt has to go on this nut has to go on a bolt inside the spool. However, these new spools, the hole in the middle wasn't wide enough, so this couldn't get on. So, and you can see on the old spools that this just sits right in there perfectly, but it doesn't for the new spools. So what I did was I went out in my garage and I found some bolts or some nuts that would fit on these perfectly. And actually it means that it's working better than before, since I don't have to switch this thing over every time I want to reverse the direction of the ribbon. So you can see if we can do a little test. Ooh, that is very shaky. So yeah, that was some very shaky camera, but you can see it's working well and typing perfectly. That was an interesting troubleshoot. I'll say that much. Yeah. So we learned a lesson. If you're buying new ink, new ribbon, make sure that they have all the proper sizings, because I was told that this was Olivetti Lettera 25 compatible, but apparently it was just not quite compatible enough. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something. That's it. Have a nice day.